Okay, stop.
No,
stop.
why for you to do that?
Stop, because you are 15 or 16 years old. I am 38 years old.
Look, anyway, I'm talking.
No, you will talk when I tell you can. At the moment, you won't.
I'm not a dog. I'm with you whenever you want.
Yes. Yes.
The most difficult students are given what's called a fixed-term exclusion, meaning that they're suspended from school for up to a week.
I'm looking to exclude between 3 and 5 days, to be honest.
Okay.
Because I think, it needs to be that very, very clear and stark message.
But if these measures fail, schools can permanently exclude a child. For Mr. Drew, though, expelling a student isn't the solution.
When I was at school, there was always that fear of being expelled. So if the school strives for no permanent exclusions, then there isn't that fear in the students. So ultimately, they're always going to win.
No. Yeah, of course they can. I want them to win. But I want them to win. I don't want them to lose. Permanent exclusion is wrong. Wrong. Morally wrong. If I permanently exclude you from this school, you are significantly more likely to be involved in criminal activity, you are more likely to go to prison, you are more likely to fail your qualifications, you are more likely to not succeed. So that's wrong.
I'll tell you what, becoming a no-fail organisation is not easy, is it? It's going to kill us en route. Well, you a lot, to be honest. And then when he explodes, you'll be covered in body parts and detritus and other stuff that's flying around.
So I tell you what I worry about all the time, right? Because I tell you what really, really worries me, doing like a Channel 4 thing, is that people watch it and they just think we're a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Do you know?
Just kick him out. Just kick him out.
And the nice people go, oh, how hard they're working, how hard they're trying, all the rest of it. And then, bloody hell, Michael Gove stands up at the House of Commons and is asked, have you seen what that deputy did? Yeah, man's an idiot.
Yeah, kick her out.
Just kick her out. This is not what we want in the British education system. That school is the cause of the problem. That's the main thing I worry about with this documentary, is that we do everything that our colleagues in education will think is fantastic, great, and all our kind of social, all the rest of it will think is great. And the greater public watch it and just think, you're a bunch of fucking idiots.
I know.
What do they have to say to you in order for you to get rid of them? No wonder you have such discipline problems. You're all spineless.
It's almost the end of term, and the heavy snow is causing problems for the senior leadership team.
Joe, do you have anything you used to add to this meeting?
I think you should have lots. Stop Stephen talking, because he's
I
on
agree.
one this morning.
He's asking.
Absolutely.
Oh, no, I have remembered something I wanted to say. I think that on Friday morning, on Friday when they line up for the exams, that they shouldn't line up outside because it's too cold, and we ought to get them to gather in the gym and then send them from the gym to the sports hall.
I agree.
Unfortunately, I have had a number of conversations with parents whose hoodies and such like I have confiscated in the last few days. I've had one particular parent who just basically said, well, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, my child not being freezing cold is more important than your uniform, and you are just inhumane.
Said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say.
Take the jumper off and give it to me.
It's going to be cold in the hall.
Take the jumper off and give it to me. Thank you very much. Now go and do your exam.
Even in the festive season, the school maintain their high standards when it comes to uniform.
Sweet. Hold on. You're dressed appropriately. You're not dressed appropriately. Right then, gentlemen, let us move on.
Have very high standards around certain things, and uniform is one of those things where we have a different stance to lots of the other schools in the town. For the community we serve, they have a lot of inconsistency in their life. Mum and dad are both working hard, they're looking after themselves, or single parents or whatever. There's a lot of variation in their lives, which is stressful. Change is stressful, inconsistency is stressful. And I think they just found it was consistent.
Lovely, Connor. You look stunning. We expect things to be good. We're very intense on attendance. We're very intense on standards generally. So if you choose to be very intense on these things in order to allow the young people to have the best opportunity they can, then you have to accept that things are going to be fairly relentless.
It's 8:15 on Wednesday morning, and for Mr. Drew, a rule-breaking red hoodie is about to turn his day upside down.
Okay, stop. And take it off before you come any further, because I know that it has been a source of great conflict over the last few days. So we'd like to start the day, wouldn't we, Carmelita, without conflict? Yes? Right. Shall we start with conflict? No, exactly. So let's not start with conflict. Don't tell me to shush. She's one of the most challenging young people that we've ever had. Definitely one of the most challenging young people we've ever had, by a long way. Because she has that attitude that I always say that young people have. Once a young person decides they don't care, and they don't care what you do, you're stuffed. Good. You may have it at break time. Thank you. No, you may have it at break time. Right, then we shall start the day by walking around the school together.
No, go away.
No, I won't go away.
He can be all right sometimes. You can have a laugh with him, but when you're like annoyed and he comes up to you and you just... I think it's the way he talks as well. He talks like proper sarcastic.
So pleased that we're starting the day with conflict, which Carmelita has now chosen.
So how to describe him? It's just like something that won't go away.
That deep down, just at the moment buried so deep, there's this really kind, caring person. She just can't find it.
Well, that would be a lot of your money.
Oh dear, now you're excluded. OK, that solves that problem. Well, Carmelita, it's entirely up to you, because after I've been to my meeting, I will be phoning your mother to inform her that you're excluded. So that's not a very start to the day, is it? Well, if that's your choice in the matter, yes.
The penalty for swearing at a teacher is a one-day exclusion.
So, yes. Okay, your choice. It's a lovely hat, but we don't need to wear it.
Oh, it's Christmas, sir.
I don't care. Where's your tie?
In my pocket.
Then let's do all of the uniform things, shall we, Dean? OK, nobody else is allowed to exclude anyone today, because I've already
You excluded me, Steve.
You excluded someone before we even started the day?
Yes, that'd be Carmelita, because she had her hoodie on, so I said, how about we avoid conflicts and how about we solve the problem when you give me the hoodie?
Nice.
No, you can just
Nice
piss
line.
off. I said, well, there we go, Carmelita. She said, shall I go home now? I said, well, that appears to be the choice that you've made, Carmelita, doesn't it? So I shall ring your mum when I have a moment. Thank you very much.
Can we just keep her off till January now then?
I like her. She's one of my favourites.
OK, brilliant, Russell. Then you ring her mum and say, unfortunately, Mr. Drew has deliberately caused your daughter to swear at him, but I don't want to exclude her. I'd like her to stay in school and do an English at GCSE with me.
Hi, it's Russell King, Assistant Head of Pastoral. Basically, I'm calling on behalf of Mr. Drew because I met Carmelita before school started today and asked her to take off her hoodie because she was indoors. And Carmelita basically refused. And he ended up following her around the school and asking her. Oh, sorry, no. So Mr. Drew just tapped me on the shoulder and corrected me on that, sorry. This then kind of turned into a protracted period of Mr. Drew following her around. Eventually, she just told Mr. Drew to piss off. Mr. Drew, she's just told her mum that you pulled her by her shoulder.
She can say whatever she wishes to say. At no point whatsoever were I within 2 metres of her.
Hi. I did hear that. Mr. Drew, I just relayed that to Mr. Drew as well, and he said that at no point was he within even 2 metres of her, so he categorically denies that accusation. I was calling to because Mr. Drew's initial instinct was to exclude Carmelita for what she's done, and I said, well, hold on a minute, Mr. Drew. I've got quite a good relationship with Carmelita. She did a lot of good work for me earlier in the term. However, now that I've heard Carmelita lying about Mr. Drew, and I'm sorry, are you accusing me of that, please? Right, that's the end of this conversation. Goodbye. That's horrifically rude. I absolutely refuse to have anything to do with that woman. She accused me of licking your backside. I feel horrendously insulted by this, and I require the head teacher to now take this up on my behalf.
School rules dictate that any accusation of assault must be dealt with immediately by Mr. Goddard.
My job as a head the first and most important thing is to keep people safe. It strikes at the core of what school's about. You know, parents choose schools because they trust them to do the right thing for their young person. And the very, very worst thing you can do is to put them in an unsafe situation with somebody who's supposed to be trusted.
She's got this red hoodie that she wears all the time.
Yeah.
And if you tell her to take it off,
Yeah.
she either argues and takes it off or does it. But the moment your back's turned, she puts it back on again.
Right.
She told me to shut up, get lost, and all the rest of it. And she said, well, you can just piss off because I don't want to talk to you about it. I said, fine. In that case, then you'll be excluded for swearing at me. So she then says to Mum, Mr. Drew grabbed hold of my shoulder. At which point Russell said to her, Mum, clearly Carmelita has now not only sworn but has also made an accusation of assault against a member of staff.
Yeah. Okay, could you... Carmelita, come in, please. Well, do you know what's happened today?
I walked in
Yeah.
and then he was just like, kept on coming near me, so like saying, I'll take your place. I was like, no, I don't want you to. And he just kept on carrying on speaking. I was just like touching my shoulder and that, like trying to bring me back to get my jacket. I was like, get off.
Where did that happen?
Outside toilets.
Okay. Obviously, I need to look on the CCTV footage for that because I take members of staff assaulting students really seriously. And the accusation you've made is that he assaulted you, according to your mum.
Well, at least I've admitted that I told him to piss off because it was.
I'm asking you what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. Have I got member staff that's a danger to young people who can't control himself? In which case, I'd need to suspend him, wouldn't I? Can you come and show me where Mr. Drew made contact with you so I can go and check the CCTV footage, please? So the initial conversation happened sort of down the tech corridor, is that right?
It started at this.
Sort of down the end there, yeah?
There. He went like that and his hand was like towards my shoulder. I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, come back in. And then I turned around and he's just like got his arm out and I was like, what are you doing? And I was just like...
Well, no, so I've got his arm out or grabbed you or made contact. I can't, you need to give me exactly what happened because obviously I've got a camera there which will see it quite clearly and a camera at the far end that will see it quite clearly. So
That little red thing.
No, the black circle, that black circle there and that black circle up there.
Yeah, because obviously that was locked at the time and then I turned around and he's got his arm out and he went like that. He was just like, swiped it down and I went, sir, what are you doing?
So he did or he didn't make contact?
Yeah, he went like that.
Right.
And I was just like, sir, what are you doing? And he goes, you need to give me your jacket back now. And I was just like, oh, and I just pissed off and then I walked away.
For the pupils' and the staff's protection, the school has its own network of CCTV cameras.
Hiya, mate. Can I review something on a CCTV camera? It's a Channel 10 camera between 8:35 and about 8:45. We're looking for Drury. Coming in that direction towards the camera. There. That's it. 9:14. There's no contact at all there, is there? Come in, please. Right-hand screen. Remains a couple of metres away. No contact at all. It's not that I don't believe you. I can't believe you because it's not true. It's quite simple. Photographic evidence. We can go to court if we need to. Come back round. Close the door for me. Hi, it's Mr. Goddard. Hi, I've got young Carmelita with me. Just going through, obviously she's made an accusation against a member of staff this morning, so I've just been through that with her. We've just reviewed it on CCTV footage. We've got the whole incident. Mr. Drew wasn't within arm's reach of her at any time. No problem. I took her seriously, and please ask her. I took her seriously. I take all accusations like that seriously. I've looked at the camera. I've looked at the cameras all the way around. Followed it around. There was no contact at all. Yeah. Obviously, she needs to come home, and we'll see her in January. Sorry. All right. Thanks a lot. Bye. Bye.
Why was I lying about someone touching me?
There was no contact, Carmelita. He hasn't assaulted you in any way. You made a false accusation against a member of staff. Well, that's what your mum said. So that's all I can deal with. Your mum's your adult. The mum's the adult in this situation. She will only react to what you say. Now, you can try and deflect from the fact that your behaviour is unacceptable by making accusations against staff. However, I will always look at them seriously because my job is to keep you safe. I do feel I keep you safe, and actually the unsafe person is you. Your behaviour is unsafe because if you make accusations against staff, their futures are on the line. Their mortgages, their houses, their families. And I don't accept that that can ever happen. And I'm disgusted. You try and ruin somebody's life by doing that, Carmelita. It's not good enough. Go home. Don't want to see you till January.
So I'm not coming back for the rest of the year.
That's exactly what I just said.
Oh my God, what a morning.
I'm just going to sort out your tie, yeah, crest below the knot, yeah. The head teacher peanutted you there you go. Morning, ladies. Afternoon, I mean. You all right, Luke?
Right.
Gosh,
Hello.
it's hot in here, isn't it?
Cameron Baker, you've done your time, you can go now.
Here you go.
No, you were doing half an hour, you can go. Cameron, if I were you, just get up and go. You've actually got 5 more minutes to do, OK? But you know something? I just need to talk to Mr Goddard. If you want, Cameron, you can come back and do it later. Do you want to come back and do it later?
No.
No, sir.
No, sir. Cameron, do you get the point of what I said to you yesterday?
Yes.
Are you sorry?
Yes.
Bye-bye.
See you later, Dan.
Following an allegation against Mr Drew, head teacher Mr Goddard has spoken to the pupil's mum.
I phoned her up and said, just to let you know, I've taken Carmelita's accusation of assault by Mr Drew very seriously. I've spoken to her, I've taken a statement, I've reviewed the footage on CCTV, and unfortunately your daughter's lying.
Well, fortunately.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate, thanks.
Unfortunately for her.
Yeah.
Fortunately for us.
What are you doing?
Pushing her. Well, it's funny because it came from grabbing her through to pushing her through to, yeah, he did that as I went past. And I was like, OK.
It is a worry that there is always the potential that some malicious allegation is going to cause problems. But then that can happen to anyone. People lie. You know, children lie, adults lie, people lie. And if you spend your entire life saying, I'm never going to put myself in a situation where someone can lie about me, then you're not going to do anything. So I'm not going to blame Carmelita for that. She does the wrong thing, fine, we move on, she makes her apology eventually. At the end of the day, she will finish with 8 GCSEs. We'll be on our knees and need to sleep for the whole of August as a result, but she'll have passed it all. I was almost delirious today. I couldn't be cross, I couldn't be angry, I couldn't be anything. You know what Joe Els did yesterday? Which face it, he killed me at the end of the day. Obviously, period 5 I had to go and teach. And about 15 minutes later, turns up in, I'm not sure who's that, Bex Conway or Anna Ferdinando's lesson with one of those plastic cups. What's he got in it? That'd be some of my smoothie out of the fridge. I knew you'd bloody laugh. I was absolutely outraged. Honestly, Vic, tell you what, of all the things that's happened in the last 2 days, that's pissed me off more than anything, that has. Absolutely pissed me off more than anything. That really did me. That's it.
Steve is just, what he does amazes me at times. His work ethic, his passion, his willingness to be kicked and get up again. It's something that you can't really measure. He's remarkable. Right, Nat, who's this for, are you?
Oh, look.
It's the final senior team meeting before Christmas.
It might be a personal good idea.
Good idea, mate. What have you got?
Wash and wax.
Oh, excellent.
And a chamois leather.
Is that what you asked for?
Yeah.
It's hardly secret, girls, is it? It's hardly a secret, Santa, is it?
Thanks, love.
Someone's laughing already. That's not a good sign. Oh, yes!
What is it? I can't see.
It's a designer beaver.
A designer beaver.
These people run a school! These people run a school!
Read a bit of that. And through the souls they got rivers of gold, but the wind runs like free in place for the old. close to the hand on a cold Christmas Eve. You promised me Broadway was waiting for me.
I think one of the things that I believe about our school is that it is a happy place. It is a place where people come. It is a place where I think young people can feel safe, can feel trusted, can feel believed. And I think it's a school where we are prepared to do anything, to go to the next level and the next level and the next level again in terms of what needs to be done. I like young people. I find them interesting, I find them exciting, I find them invigorating. I just think it's so grotesquely hypocritical of adults in the modern age to say that young people today are worse. They're not worse. They are a product of what we as a society create, and they have less opportunity to be children. So yes, it's hard work, but why is hard work a bad thing? Hard work is surely what makes people better. So yeah, it's hard work, but okay, good. Thank you, I like hard work.